It's Tuesday. Welcome back to another Trash Talk Tuesday where politicians are on the block. This week is former premier of my home province of Manitoba, Brian Pallister.
Dans le jeunisme, moi je serai toujours à la mode quand leurs pochettes auront jauni. Papa, passe-moi une petite idée, je t'en fais du grand son. Sache que même les plus petits hommes projettent de grandes ondes.
Did you know that Brian Pallister misused the premier's office to make partisan election advertising, causing the elections commissioner to launch an investigation into Pallister for violating the Elections Financing Act, aka fraud? Did you know that Brian Pallister was heavily criticized for spending a very significant amount of his time at his luxury vacation property in Costa Rica? And I'm talking like 1 out of every 5 days, like almost 20% of his time in Costa Rica. There's nothing that says I'm in this for you, like governing over Zoom from a beach in Costa Rica. Did you know that Brian Pallister made huge cuts to healthcare budgets and services, even though he knew fully ahead of time that it was going to lead to emergency room closures and therefore a heavier workload for the workers? Did you know that Brian Pallister violated workers' bargaining rights by implementing a public sector wage freeze? And this affected like tens of thousands of public sector workers whose taxes, of course, were going to fund his vacations to Costa Rica. Did you know that in 2020, Brian Pallister tabled like 19 bills, all of which had no text, only titles, which obviously was alarming to Democratic governance experts as it directly undermines legislative transparency. Did you know that Brian Pallister directed his staff to hire private investigators to try to dig up dirt on WAB during the 2019 election?
Cornball alert. Cornball alert.
WAB figured it out, and we all are kind of like, did he use party money for that? During the residential school reckoning, when they were pushing over all the statues and everything, did you know that Brian Pallister said that the early settlers didn't come here to destroy anything? And then the Indigenous leaders were like, that's revisionist and offensive. And then the Indigenous Relations Minister just like resigned. Did you know that Brian Pallister referred to atheists as infidels in a holiday message? And then later he was like, oh, I didn't mean to offend. What did you mean to do? Imagine being so deeply despicable that you don't even know you're a villain. Couldn't be us. That's it for this week's Trash Talk Tuesday, where politicians are on the block. See you next Tuesday.
Dans le jeunisme, moi je serai toujours à la mode quand leurs pochettes auront jauni. Papa, passe-moi une petite idée, je t'en fais du grand son. Sache que même les plus petits hommes projettent de grandes ondes.